muscular. My cat is fucking...
God.
He's gaining mass.
It's kind of...
He's definitely gonna eat you if you die.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
Perfect Canadian protein.
This cat eats everything, honestly. My dad gives him a lot of scraps just because he wants to see what he'll eat, because he's like, he's like a dog.
Maybe that's why he's so fucking big. That's why he's 10 pounds.
He started big.
Your dad's just like casually making him a 3-course meal while they sleep.
What's like the obesity fucking chart for cats? Where is this?
Nico can attest to it. There is no fat.
It's muscle. He's a bodybuilder.
He's a muscle.
Wonder how much Freddy Salami can bench.
Plus, male orange cats are statistically some of the biggest house cats.
Big guy.
Let's go.
And his nuts were fucking huge. He had that testosterone pumping through him.
Yep. 2 tiny testosterone factories on him.
My cat's starting to get a little hunky, but not in a muscle way, kind of in just a lard way.
Like Doobie.
He's
Nico's mom's cat. Our mom's cat is fat. She's fucking big.
Very big, large and
No.
Like to say they're gaining critical mass.
All right, so Seb's not here, so I'm ready to start if you guys are.
All right.
Oh. Yeah.
All right. The traveling extravaganza, known as the Witchlight Carnival, visits your town once every 8 years. You have a dim memory of sneaking into the carnival as a child without paying for a ticket. That memory has grown foggy over time, though it still conjures a weird mixture of emotions. Wonder and awe mixed with loss and regret. During this childhood visit, your character lost something. You tried to find it, but the carnival owners, a pair of elves named Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, were decidedly unhelpful. "Silly little screeching cricket," said Witch. "You forgot to buy a ticket." "The carnival goes round and round," said Light. "The multiverse is our playground. Nothing's free and nothing's lost. Every visit has its cost." As time passed, your heart became less heavy, and you gave less and less thought to those childhood memories. Some of you, at least. Now, for reasons you can't explain, the longing to retrieve that which you have lost has resurfaced, or grown stronger, as though an old spell has faded away, allowing you to feel the loss as sharply as if it had happened yesterday. The Witchlight Carnival has returned, and you find yourself standing near a ticket booth in the small town of Bandyvale, by the entrance at twilight, just as the carnival is about to open. There you meet others who look as troubled as you. Without knowing how or why, you sense that each of them has lost something as well. Perhaps fate has brought you together. And as you look around in this circle, let's start with Carson. Would you like to describe your character?
Sure. So my character is he stands at around 5'8". This character is what looks like a Goliath with the familiar light pale skin with dark black markings covering his skin. He has long tangled brown hair, but wears what looks like a very oversized vest as well as very baggy pants, and carries alongside him a very, very large pickaxe, one that seems almost a little too big for his stature.
1 second. And if you have any photos, you can send them to the mystery mine.
Oh, sure. Let me dig one up, but it's gonna take a second.
No worries. While you find that, Isaac, would you like to describe your character? He's fucking
He's
dead.
dead. He died.
Oh my god, he died. Jinx.
Well, we can come back to him. Actually, wait, he might not be able to hear right now.
He's fucking dead.
He's
I
fucking
can't
dead.
fucking believe it.
I can't believe this is how my best friend of 20 years dies.
Yeah.
My god.
It's a tragic fate, really.
The man.
Oh, I accidentally made push to talk a thing.
Oh.
I'm making a button that I could push.
That's nice.
Okay. Sorry. So you see, a 6 foot something looking human. He's not got any noticeable scars, nothing of the sort. Just he's got a dark hair tied up in a man bun. The most noticeable thing is he's got quite a small pink top hat on, glittery, very small, doesn't fit him right. He's then got a windbreaker, like an 80s type windbreaker with blue and white accents. He's wearing a polo shirt tucked into some cargo shorts with some long pull-up socks and just like some sort of sandal type of thing. That's what you can gather.
I'm loving this guy's fucking fit. Truly a trendsetter.
I'm amazing. Nico, if you have any pictures, I don't think you do, but if. Nico, you're up.
Okay, so slightly taller than the apparent Goliath, standing at 5'9", wearing lots of leather boots, leather trench coat, leather hat, leather armor underneath, with lots of different pockets that seem to be just full of different things. Very plain white face and blonde hair, human.
Human, the guy. The bro.
Human, the guy.
The guy.
And yeah, there he is.
Yep.
I'm loving it.
And finally, Luke.
So I am playing a very, I believe about 3.5 foot tall, little duck man. He has fluffy little kind of minty green feathers that go a little bit white in the middle of them, which also kind of his arms. It's a bit strange, but it works.
Sure.
He's wearing very weathered and worn, but not from battle. Fuck, what kind of armor am I wearing? Shit. Scale. It just looks old and well used, but not necessarily damaged and repaired. A very standardized little yellow beak, but his most striking feature atop his head is a big, thick, heavy helmet that covers the majority of his skull. It leaves enough room for his face to poke out, but it's made of a dark material, very metallic, and there's a big square on the front.
I'm jealous of everybody's cool, weird headwear.
You got hair though.
Yeah, right. No, my guy's fucking head is like an actual mop. It's all tangled and modded and smells truly foul, frankly.
All right. Those of you who watched the carnival setup would have seen a treant come out, speak to the trees, and they move away. A large blue rug unfurls itself around the entire carnival grounds. It's a large area that as you watch it get set up, you can see. From the outside, Witchlight Carnival.
Ooh. And you said what town is this taking place in? You were explaining a little bit before.
Oh, a small town called Bandyvale.
Bandyvale.
You've been here for a few days, but you are outside of the carnival. People are lining up to ticket booth, and you see 3 people around. You see 3 people around that you feel a draw to.
Sure.
Familiarity. What do you all do?
Well,
I'm staring at the guy in the trench coat.
trench coat guy.
I'll stare at the duck.
Yeah, I'm very curious about this duck guy because I don't think I've ever seen a quote duck guy before.
I'm just gonna give it like a soft, like confused wave.
You look kind of overdressed.
You can talk. Okay. Oh,
Well, it's a carnival. Why are you looking to ride in a battle?
what season is it again?
Pardon?
What season is it?
Oh, it's spring.
It's not exactly warm yet.
When you know, but like, I mean, I understand people wearing protection out on the road and stuff, but you are like absolutely strapped. Like, what's with that? I mean, geez, dude, why do you need all these pockets? Look at those things. It's like saddlebags.
Can I pull out a sweet from my pocket to give it to the duck?
I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks cool. It's just really like out of place.
Do you keep candy
Oh
in
yeah,
your...
there's kids.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
You pull
That's
out a
why I
little...
keep a lot of stuff in my pockets.
Are you in carnival security?
No. On Bandyville security.
Oh. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. Wait, so you're like a cop?
Yes. I'm a cop.
Man, that must suck.
It has its ups and downs.
I'm gonna walk away from him now.
It's enough of this. Enough of that.
I'm gonna head further towards the carnival.
All right. As you approach, you see the ticket booth. A silver statue of a dancing fairy mounted on the roof of a ticket booth and surrounded by fluttering butterflies. The booth is decorated with an animated depiction of the night sky with shooting stars arcing across it. The oldest goblin you have ever seen in your fucking life is perched behind the ticket counter, peering at you through a spyglass.
Yeah, hi there. How much is your ticket?
Greetings, Fago! No, that's not the fucking voice I was doing. What the hell was that?
What's Mr. Light?
No, yeah, that was Mr. Light. Mr. Light burst out of me. Greetings, fairgoers. And, yeah, that's his voice. Yeah, a ticket. And then he, takes out his spyglass, and he looks at you, and he sort of puts one hand on the table and leans right across and gets right in your face at the spyglass and goes, "You're a minute."
How you fucking know that?
Fate. No, I've got a ticket here with your name on it. And,
Okay, how much?
well, free. It's got your name on it.
Well, but don't I have to buy a ticket?
You're welcome to buy more. Each carnival attraction costs 1 punch of your ticket, and you have 8. If you'd like to buy more tickets, there are 8 silver apiece. But this one, and he pulls out a very beautiful wooden box with a silver clasp and the monogram NM, and he pulls out a ticket with your name, just your first name, etched across it in very nice, shining golden writing.
Well, that's creepy.
Sorry.
Think nothing of it, child. It was paid for by an anonymous benefactor.
Oh, I hate that. I don't want to be a no unknown debts.
I'd like to walk up behind him and also ask for a ticket.
Well,
He,
but use your line.
He does the same thing with you and his spyglass, and he goes, right, Dirt Crawler, right. Yeah, I got one for you too. One for you too. No worries. Step right up and trench coat and yeah.
The silly hat guy.
What are you wearing, son?
I mean, it's just none of your business. I'd say it's quite fashionable. I don't know what. Is there a ticket there for me? By any chance?
Quite. Yeah. Finley, Max, come. Here you are.
Thank you.
And hands each of you a ticket with your full first name in beautiful golden writing.
Fancy.
A ticket apiece, or a little fey pact. Or eight silver a ticket. Yes.
Is the actual entrance like behind this booth?
Pardon?
Is it like the entrance into the carnival behind this booth, or is it like?
It's off to the side.
Gotcha. I hastily make my way inside.
Oh, hold on, one more thing. And he pulls out a large set of brilliant blue butterfly wings, hands them to you. Pulls out a set of red and green butterfly wings, hands them to Max. A large set of orange butterfly wings for Finley, and pulls out a pink set for Minute, but then realizes they might not really work on him, and then pulls out a more purple set for more avian body. They're a little smaller, but they won't interfere with your wings. So
are these like? Do they look like actual butterfly wings, or are they like replicas?
They're clearly fake. They're like big, like kids wearing fake fairy wings.
Okay, got it.
Also,
Yeah.
Because if they were real, that would be a problem with my religion.
No.
I have a question about Minip. So we know that this guy's like a duck guy, but like, are they like the arm wings that they're one and the same, or does he have a pair of arms and also wings on his back? Like how exactly?
He has the arms and wings are one and the same, so they're like just kind of hanging in front of him.
Right. Okay.
Well, not in front of him, like by his side.
Sure.
They're pretty big.
Sure.
They look strong enough to actually lift him off the ground.
Terrifying. Are they postured like a duck, or do they have like a humanoid body? Are they like regular show?
A little bit in between.
Okay. So they're
Think of a duck, then give it really good posture.
right.
Then make its head a lot fatter, its neck a lot shorter,
Gotcha.
and its wings big hedgehogs.
Okay. Good. Good to know.
I'm gonna go up to I'm gonna walk one through and gonna talk to Minip and go.
The wings are mandatory.
I'm gonna put the wings on.
Begrudgingly.
I'm gonna struggle to get the wings on. You think you're kind of fucked up?
Do you need some
Not from a
help?
cop.
Right now, I'm off duty. I'm not a cop right now.
No, cop's a cop.
I agree. Cop is a cop.
Oh God.
But under my breath, I'm gonna whisper to Minip. Do I really look that bad? Like, is it that noticeable? I think I look,
I make a perception check to know how noticeable this motherfucker is. Is he getting looks from the crowd around us?
Everybody here is in, not everybody, but many people here are in costume. Make a perception check. What am I doing?
Oh, that sucks dick. That's gonna be an 8 total.
Oh yeah.
Lots of people here are in costume. None are quite like his. In fact, that jacket, you have never seen anything like that in your entire goddamn life.
I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like, I'm not trying to be insensitive or anything, but you must be foreign as fuck, because I never seen anyone with shit like that.
You were talking duck. I thought I got confused.
Yeah?
Not
Well, I
really.
mean, this world's full of like talking bugs, you fucking like fucking goblins and dragons and shit. I'm just a duck that can talk.
Okay, I'll just shuffle away.
Yeah,
Not embarrassed, but head low.
I do have to say, in all my times of traveling,
I
I've
do dig
never-
the stocks.
Never seen anything quite as gaudy.
Can we change our nicknames to our character names because I don't know everyone's name?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
That's a great idea.
That is a great idea. And while you do that, as you cross the gateway into the carnival, your wings get a real sparkle to them, and the evening seems to change from a slightly crisp spring evening to the distinct smell and feel of late fall, to pumpkins and clouds in the sky, and just a Halloween vibe. It feels a little opposite here. It feels like you are walking into autumn. It's oranger than it looked on the outside. There's jack-o'-lanterns abound. For all intents and purposes, you walked into autumn.
Is there like a Disneyland or theme park esque little pamphlet map that we can that we can pick up at the front, or is there some sort of like directory that we can look at? Is there anything that can help us like get around or know where we are in the carnival?
Well, yeah, you can take a little map, so you can have a physical version of that
Okay,
map
cool.
at event. You can consider that as a held item. You have a map of
Yeah, I definitely like to pick up one of those, and I immediately noticed there's the lost property little bungalow over on the right. It seems near the front, so I'd like to sort of head over there if nobody has any objections.
That's also where my character was gonna head.
Yeah, I feel it's a good place to start as any.
All right, let me just go to the table. Lost property page. Perfect.
Okay. Is Max the one in the crazy outfit, or is that Dirt Crawler?
That is Max.
Max.
Dirk Crawler is a
The Goliath.
very short barbarian Goliath.
All right. Are all of you going over here?
I
Yeah,
sort
I'll
of head
follow
over
along.
there, see if anybody fall. Yeah.
You pass the Calliope as you go. It's playing some beautiful music. But as you approach the lost property wagon, you see a very large feline creature with midnight blue fur. It has a pair of tentacles extending from its shoulders and wears ginormous fake butterfly wings attached to the large tentacles on its back. Hanging from its collar is a small wooden keg. The creature roughhouses with two young boys. One boy squeals, "Again, Durla, again!" while the other hangs on to the creature's neck. And Durlagron is a large displacer beast. And I will send a picture.
Fucking love displacer beasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you see Durlagron just sort of hanging out with a few kids.
Hello.
So cool.
Greetings.
I lost.
Oh my god, you
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
talks.
That shocks you.
Yes,
You're
I'm
talking
assuming.
dog. How's that shock you? My voice.
I didn't know this place where beasts could talk.
I feel like everything here can talk. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw a chair talking.
You know, that's a very good point.
Anyways, I heard your name was Durgron.
Um, I'm Durlagron. Yes, it's... Hello. Do you need
I-
something?
And I assume the people I'm with have lost something here about 8 or 16 years ago.
Oh,
How old you
yes. Things can go missing from time to time at the Witchlight, and they don't quite return. It's,
Yeah.
what did you lose?
I personally lost my ability to legibly right for others.
Oh, wait, you fucking what?
I'll show you my notebook. I was just wondering if it could be very easy to get it back, or is it going to have to be an entire thing?
And before she can say more, one of the little boys, the older boy, Vero, picks up a mirrored ball from the lost property wagon. Just a bunch of stuff in a wagon. And Durlagron jumps up on its front paws and growls, something that, a little strange, and snatches the ball back with one of the large tentacles and bares its teeth at the child. And Vero, the little boy, runs off.
That's horrifying.
And Durlagron comes to her senses almost immediately, and her face softens, and she goes, "Oh, darling, please find him, please. That it's not just things that go missing."
I'm gonna run after it.
Yeah,
I
let's
can't.
run after.
I can't leave Halloween alone. All right. Perception check.
Don't wait for me, I got with the wags.
Okay, 19.
Yeah, 19. All right. You look around, looking through the crowd for a young boy, and you manage to spot him fairly quickly. This is what you do. It's what you're trained for. He is hiding by a candy stall, looking like he might be trying to steal something, but is more concerned about, his shaking hands because he's a little spooked out. You can see him over there, trying to do a little sneak thief.
I'm gonna walk to the candy store and buy some candy.
I'd like to go up to this kid if I can and kind of squat beside him and say, I heavily advise you not to steal anything here. I don't think it doesn't usually end up well in a place like this.
I'm not gonna take anything. I was just looking at the candy canes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Just don't steal anything. It won't turn out well.
Oh. Okay. But I don't want to go back to Durla. She got mad at me.
Well, it's probably only because you picked up that thing that as far as I'm aware, isn't exactly yours. But they did seem pretty sorry about scaring you. But maybe we should head on back.
Can I have some caramel apple juice?
Yeah, I was already buying sweets, so I imagine I heard this. I'll just buy that.
Yeah, I'll just go gesture over towards Finley.
Oh no, Durla has it on her neck. And then he runs back to Durlagron.
Has what on their neck?
He said she has it on her neck, and she has that large egg on her neck.
Right.
Well, Dirk Collar, do you want the caramel? What have I got from the sweets?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll take some.
Mark off a couple copper.
Yeah.
Free candy.
That is also a good question. Is there a specific amount of money that we start off with? Because I realize I don't have anything noted down.
There's usually starting amounts of money with your background.
Sure. I'll go.
I think it's like usually 10 gold. It's average.
I got 15. Get fucked.
Damn.
Some of them have more. Some of them have less.
You're an enemy to the poor people.
Oh.
You fucking blame
I
me
am
for being
hoarding
up.
wealth.
I get so hard.
Vero runs back to Durlagron, and the displacer beast softens and just sort of lays down on the ground and puts its head down as an act of apology. And Vero just pats her giant fluffy head with both hands, and yeah, those who are still there hear him ask, Can I have some juice? And she nods and asks one of you, do you mind getting a cup for the keg at my neck. Just give him a small cup, and his brother as well, Alwyn.
A young girl.
Where can we find cup?
They're just sort of around, like
Sure.
like a little table on the lost things cart. Durlagron is holding the mirrored ball with one paw, and after the children have their apple juice, she says, this toy belonged to my cub. Her name is Star, and well, she's been missing as well. Things get lost. And this was her favorite toy, and it's all I've got left of her. So I'm quite sorry, Vero.
Can we ask what happened?
I don't know. She just wandered away. She liked candy. She could have followed someone with candy. But there's so many people here with candy.
I'll kind of look towards our resident cop. Seeing as he's a detective, maybe there's some way that he
When
can
about
help.
was this?
When? It was about 5 years ago on our tour in the Plane of Fire.
Well, if by some miracle we do see her, we'll bring her back. That's all I can really say. Not much we can do if we're not on the Plane of Fire.
Oh, I don't think she went missing there. Things disappear in the carnival.
It's concerning.
Unyetje ominous.
Yeah.
That's definitely...
My apologies. I don't. Talk to other compatriots around the carnival for their views on things. The carnival is a wondrous place, but Misters Witch and Light are on edge.
Maybe it'd be a good idea for us to try to find those two. Maybe they'd be able to help us out a little bit.
There's a staff area behind the big top.
That's where I was heading to next.
Yeah, I'm down to go over there.
All right. You guys
Don't wait for me, I go with the wags.
I'll also follow, I guess.
All right, cool. You guys aren't gonna do any fucking rides.
I mean, I don't.
You'll be
I'm
time
kind
for
of
white
I'm
way.
here on a mission, Nick. I got some stuff to do.
It's fine. It's fine. Staff area. Let me flip to that page.
Sure. Yeah, I figure, assuming, I mean, I don't exactly know anybody else's quote unquote lost thing here, but I feel that it's probably a good idea to head to like the two main guys to see if there's anything that they can help us out with.
Yeah. All right. Sure. As you.
I wanna sneak a glance inside the big top as we pass it.
Okay, sure. Let me go to that page. Inside the big top, you don't see much right now. But actually, as you are passing through the carnival to the staff area, your attention is caught by something very hard to miss. A 12-foot walking tree, garlanded in golden ribbons, marches down the thoroughfare. Emerald clouds swirl above the trees and rain down golden spinning sycamore seeds. Fairgoers around you are trying hard to catch the seeds before they hit the ground. As the seeds gently fall, a chatty squirrel scampers along the boughs of the tree, handing dandelions to select passersby.
I was gonna say I feel the competitive urge to immediately try to catch one of these falling seeds.
Same.
Sure. A dexterity check.
Okay.
Just Dex.
How
Anybody
wide
who
are this guy's
wants to-
branches? Could they support a small humanoid duck?
I mean, yes, but he's a bit away from you.
I'd rolled a 12.
12? Alright, you catch one.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You may roll a d8.
1d8, alright. A 2.
The creature gains the following personality trait until dawn. I am easily amused.
Ooh.
Any conflicting character trait is suppressed in the meantime.
Sure.
I got an 18.
You also catch one. Roll a d8.
8.
The creature gains a die, a d8, which it can add to one ability check it makes before the next dawn.
Nice.
Nice. Well,
I look up to the guy in the weird outfit and say, "Why are you guys so interested in catching tweeweeves?
It's the fun thing to do.
What are you talking to, you cop?"
As you say this, a little red squirrel comes running down one of the branches and hangs over your heads and goes, "You gotta catch them because of magic! Here!" And hands out dandelions to everybody.
I ain't twisting your magic at dandelion.
This is a magical carnival!
Well, yeah, but it's dandelions. Oh, those are weeds.
A dandelion's the thing with like the little, like you blow.
yeah.
Don't you want to make a wish?
I'm incredibly enthralled by these
Not really.
dandelions.
Well, you don't got it, I guess.
Well, good.
I'm gonna
I'll
give mine a blow.
I'll take one.
I like this fucking bummer duck.
The squirrel hands out a dandelion seed to anybody who wants one.
Definitely
And-
like one.
I would get one.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
anybody
I'll
take one? Do you blow them out?
Yeah.
Immediately.
If you make a wish, you can make a wish while doing so. And all of you who make your wish, text it to me with the, this is my wish, and then write down your wish, what your character is wishing for.
Fucking squirrel just handing out wish spells. Oh my god.
Are you sure you don't want one, Ducky?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure.
All right. You're lost. And,
Oh, is it?
All right. Does anybody else try to catch a gold or a seed?
I'll try and catch it. I may as well try behind.
Dexterity check.
I can't believe the duck is the buzzkill.
Got a natural one.
What'd you get?
Yeah, I got a nat one.
Oh. Yeah, you try, but you managed to trip on your own pants.
Damn. Fuck.
Weird shorts.
Eat
How have I
shit.
managed to do that?
Eat shit immediately.
High knee. Put your foot in your pocket of a short.
It gets caught like on a bench somehow.
I'll quickly get up, dust myself off, and give a quick check to see if anyone saw.
Can I
Everyone-
see if I saw?
Damn, dude, that looked like it hurt.
You got a
My-
nat what everyone saw.
My passive perception is 15.
Fuck. I should call you dirt crawler, dude.
That's not funny. That was I'll have you know.
As you put the big top, you. Ooh, I can roll! I can roll for this! You see a very large cannon and 8 clowns that seem to be preparing an act.
Holy shit.
Oh,
I know you guys want to go to your staff area or whatever, but I kind of want to see what's in that big old canyon.
If you want to go there, you can.
You watch one of the clowns climb into the cannon.
I'm also immediately enraptured by this because of this whole personality trait thing. Without
Oh,
a
yeah,
single
shoot that
word, I
motherfucker out
immediately
in the
walk
canyon.
in without a word.
I'm gonna flap up and like piggyback up off the Goliath as he goes in because I'm very small and I want to see over all the people.
He's 5'8".
Yeah, and I'm 3'5".
I'm a big guy. I can carry stuff. That's the whole Goliath thing.
That's true.
Make that work.
You see one of them get in, and as you get closer, you hear him going, "Well, gee, Wiggles, you gotta position it up a little higher." And you hear Wiggles go, "I'm doing the best I can, bud. You gotta scooch around a little bit. You're too heavy to be the one while we're doing this mechanicking. John should get in there." And John goes, "Well, why do I have to? I'm scared of the cannon." And it's like, John, you're not even doing the bit yet. You're not supposed to actually be scared, buddy. You're a professional. And John goes, "Oh, sorry."
These fucking clowns.
Hey, yo, shoot someone out of the cannon already.
Huh? Sorry, kid, we're not doing that yet. Come back for the big top extravaganza at midnight. And all of the clowns stop what they're doing to do synchronized jazz hands.
Huge.
I will give you exactly 3 gold to shoot this duck out of this cannon. That is, I am willing to barter.
Hey.
Did you say 3 gold?
3 gold.
Make a persuasion check.
15.
Yeah, all right. We can incorporate you into our act. You want to come back?
Hey, wait, what?
Would you like to?
No, I mean, you can.
Come on, man. Come on, let's go.
We sure
you.
You can fly. You'll be fine. You can fly.
Oh, wait. I'm not getting shiny away. I'm not getting you big old fan of gunpowder.
You can fly. This is just. It's like how ducks.
Do you have any understanding of aerodynamics? Do you
Really.
understand how my bones are made?
John.
The professionals will be fine.
They're clowns.
Professional clowns.
They're literally clowns.
John was a water genasi, comes over and he goes, "All right, we'll let you in on a secret. There's no real cannon involved. It's pure magic. There's a large space at the bottom of the cannon where we can pull back an extremely large slingshot outside of the real dimension, and then you just get shot in the air by a giant trampoline slingshot. It'll be perfectly safe. It'll be perfectly fun. And if your friend says you can fly, you can fly."
Exactly.
Okay, that does actually sound pretty baba.
Yeah, you do.
Exactly.
Tell you what, come practice with us for about half an hour, and then come back at the Big Top Extravaganza. You can be part of our act.
I mean, but I was supposed to. Oh, but I want to get. Oh, damn it.
I think it's a good deal. If I'm brutally honest, I think what could go
Getting
wrong.
training from professional clowns. I mean, come on, that's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
This is the kind of thing.
You know what the hell? I'm not the one who's paying. I'm fine.
John takes the 3 gold and pockets it and says to the others, "We'll split it up later."
Nice.
Minute.
That's the kind of thing a scammer says.
No. We are a very trusted. We're like family. And then the other clowns goes, "Yeah, we're like family. There's no scamming. We're like family."
True.
All right. Would you like to practice with these clowns?
Yeah, okay.
I'm still going to the staff area. I never joined that group at the clown.
They call
We'll
me the
finish up
bummer.
here and get to you.
Okay.
Roll me a performance check.
Oh boy. What's my performance mod? That's a +1. Oh, please roll high.
That one, please.
I got a total of 3.
Oh dear.
Oh. So you're not really expecting how this will go the first time. You're hearing like it's a trampoline pad, it's a slingshot thing. You're not fully sure what's going to happen. What you aren't expecting is an extremely large rubber band snapping you in the butt, and then it's like there's like a pad between, but it's still like that's what launches you. And There's some feathers. There's a bit of feathers that, like, you burst out of the cannon. You know, it's that cartoon effect. You're fine. You're unharmed. You're not, like, visibly distraught, but you lose about 5 feathers in a funny little puff.
I'd like to play dead.
Roll me
I
into
think
that.
one of them.
He's fucking dead.
The duck.
Oh, what check? Sorry.
Deception.
Ooh, I think my deception is just as good as my performance. Great. Yo, 18.
Oh my god, I need to roll an insight. Let me get.
What's the cloud stat block looking like?
Challenge rating 1/8.
That makes sense. I'd say 8 clowns can very easily kill a man.
All right, what the fuck? Yeah, they don't have much going for them.
Oh no.
The clowns all rush around you, like all 8 of them are around you in a perfect circle, but like to really fit in around you, some of them climb on each other's shoulders and they're still doing slapstick when they might be dead.
Of course.
And they're like, "Oh god, not another body."
Should we also like? Do we know that he's playing dead, or do we also think that he's actually
Roll an
fucking
insight
dead?
check.
Okay. That would just be D20 plus whatever insight is, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh boy.
I got a 19.
I got a 9.
Fuck. Yes.
Dirt crawler, you just watched the duck fucking die.
He actually fucking exploded in front of my eyes. Holy shit.
He's like exploded. Max,
Jesus Christ.
you're a little tricked, but you start to gather around the clowns, and you can see just the faint bit of joy still in the eyes.
I'm
Like,
gonna
he's
play along
alive.
with it and go, well, he's not going to eat any of this, and then start, rumming. Does he have pockets? Is there anything I
Nope.
can rummage around in? Is there a bag?
I have a little backpack, but I'm currently lying dead on top of it.
The clowns would stop you. One of them pokes you right in the stomach and goes, "Come on, duck miser."
I
Fucking
think he's
dead.
dead. There's a lot of paperwork for you, clans. Tell you what, if you give me 3 gold, I will do all that paperwork for you.
What are your qualifications?
Oh, many qualifications. I'm from quite a wealthy family. I did quite a bit of the accountant work for them. Yeah, I can hold my own.
Persuasion check.
Hold on. A 10.
John thinks for a second, and then puts out a big gloved hand and goes, "Deal, but you got to deal with the body."
Oh, perfect. Thank you very much.
And as he shakes your hand, you hear a honk noise, and as you pull your hand away, there's 3 gold coins.
Fucking
Two.
pranked.
Can I oh no, I can't. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm gonna drag a minute away.
Do you guys have
Oh.
Thanks to my ability.
Ow! How much are you so thick?
Keep it down. Shh, keep it down. Shut up.
I can't tell you what you
clowns have already gone back to the big top performing, like the practicing. It's they're just cleaning up the feathers.
Once I'm like a decent way away from the clowns, I'm just gonna like bolt up and say, "Do you hear what those fucking clowns said? Another body? How many people have they killed?"
That is a good
Sorry, I
point.
almost killed you there. I didn't intend it, but for
I'm in-
gold, it was a pretty good show.
I'm in
I mean,
complete
far like a
disbelief.
bitch, but it was pretty fun.
All right. And with
Hey, where'd the
that,
cop go?
we're gonna switch over to Finley. As you approach the back of the big top, you are met with just an absolute wall of thorns. It is like 20 feet high. You don't know how thick it is, but there's no real light penetrating it. You don't see anybody around. Give me a perception check. Let me check something.
That is a 22.
Never mind, you see someone around. There's a big bugbear.
I'm gonna walk up to it.
He's a big guy. He is probably 8 feet tall. And 1 second. Beep. Yeah. All right. Burly. He's a big burly man, and he's got a half a jack-o'-lantern on his head, and somehow the eyes are glowing. And he regards you as you come over. He goes, "Oh boy, can I help you?"
Yes, I think there might be a way you can. Is there any way to get in contact with Mr. Light and Mr. Witch?
For what reason, sir?
I have some questions about missing persons, and if there's any way I could help out, because I've heard there's quite a few incidents.
We just got to this location. There's no way there could be a missing person. Already.
You would be genuinely surprised. Kids I'm an officer from Vandyvale, and there have been some kids who've gone towards the festivities, and they've already not found their way home, and it's already several parents are contacting us about like kids going missing. So it's just.
So are you claiming that the police department has already gotten reports of missing kids?
Yes, that is deception. That is a. I don't have proficiency in deception. What is it? I think it's a +4. So that is a dirty 20.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Damn, fucking high rolling.
You'll get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This motherfucker.
This motherfucker.
This guy uses like a specific stat block, and it's not with him for some reason. Okay, insight. He doesn't see through it. He goes, really? There's some kids in trouble?
Yeah, because I'll be honest, I've snuck in here before. You lose stuff, and I don't want that to happen to kids from my town.
Yeah, people tend to wander away. Look, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are very busy. The carnival has just started, but I can do my very best to get you a meeting with them. And then he thinks for a second, and he pulls out one of the books that he has beside him, and he goes, no, wrong book. And then he pulls out a different book, and he goes, right. Right after the Big Top Extravaganza, they retire to their bunk for a few minutes. I can get you in to talk with them then.
A few minutes is all I need.
You might have to make a bit of a spectacle at the Big Top, because they like to thank any good performers. So if you make a big show, I can get you in even quicker. But you got to do it at the you got even better chance, you know. I want to help you. I don't like it when kids go missing, or people go missing, or brothers go missing.
I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you so much for your help. It is appreciated. So much. I'm sure the parents will appreciate it too.
Right, yeah.
Get your name.
Well, I'm Burly the Bugbear. And, if you hear anything about Hurley, let me know.
Will do. Yes. No. I'm going to enjoy the festivities while.
Enjoy the carnival. It's still a pretty nice place.
Oh, I know that much. Thank you. Have a good day. Night.
You too.
Evening. Right. I'm going to go meet up with the group.
Hey, there's your co-op.
Hello, Minute.
We all just
Well,
outside the big top now.
Yes.
You're all outside the big top. I'd say about half an hour has passed. No, but you're at the end of the first hour. You're on to the second hour. If you'll see the little smiley face thing in the corner of the map, that would be one up, just like one to the right of the start position.
Right.
And it's the first out, and the carnival is yours. You have a potential meeting with Whichlight at the end of the Big Top Extravaganza if you manage to wow them.
Why?
what did you guys
I'll
do at
ask,
the
I'll ask
big
Finley
top?
what did he end up finding when he was over there?
Nah, I just met with a bugbear. He gave me some advice about how I can meet with Mr. Light and Mr. Witch, and we just need to make a big show
Oh,
at
shit.
the Big Top Extravaganza.
Oh shit.
Wait, so we just have to show off and then we can meet Mr. Bitch and Mr. Spite?
Mr.
Witch and Mr. Light.
Fight.
Yeah, that's what I said.
We were missing the.
Please do not call them that.
I'll call you what?
Never mind. That's really
This
fucking
is-
good.
This is incredible. It's a big show. What could be a bigger show than a duck being fired out of a cannon?
Well, don't they think
Moon
he's
ducks being
dead?
fired out of a cannon?
Didn't we just trick them and scam them out of money because we thought that we made him think that he was dead?
Yeah, but Minute, do you want to go out the cannon again?
I mean, kinda.
We'll just say we resuscitated him.
Yeah, I didn't say he was dead, and I never particularly.
Okay, but
said
now
he
you
was
kiss
dead.
me on your mouth.
on your mouth. Maybe a big.
That should be easy. Alright.
Yeah, there you are. There's our way in. There's how we'll find out what's being lost. That's perfect.
So we got 2 hours or 2.5 hours to like prepare our crazy ass actor to wow the big shows at the carnival.
I think so.
Well, that should be easy. Yeah, you guys know magic.
Can I look around and see what immediately grabs our eyes, like what's nearby that we can go and check out?
Nearest to you is the Calliope, which is a merry tune spills forth from an instrument on the back of a brightly painted wagon. A monkey wearing a cloak covered in buttons turns a handle at the wagon's rear, sending music into the air from rows of golden whistles. As you watch, a small goblin girl dressed as a ladybug toddles up to you rattling a cup. Hello, do you got any buttons for Ernest?
Do we have any buttons?
Buttons.
Oh man, I wish I had some buttons, but I don't. I'm sorry, man.
Nope, not on me.
Well, if you find any, I'm sure Ernest would love them.
Can I actually rip off a button from my vest?
I was
thing?
going to do this.
Yeah, sure, you're strong.
Yeah, I'll pop off a button from my vest, very oversized cloak vest thing, and drop it into the cup.
Whoa, that's a big button. Ernest will love it. Thanks, mister. And she does like a little ladybug jig.
Hell yeah, you love to see ladybug jig.
Love ladybug jigs.
Fuck yeah,
Let's go.
love that shit.
And then she runs over to the monkey, who takes it, it over, and gives a big smile and goes, "Thank you kindly, Penelope." And then sort of just puts it on the I don't know, a flat part of the calliope to attach to his vest later, because it's just covered in buttons.
Nice.
And Ernest turns to you and gives a wave and says, "Thank you for the buttons."
I'll just give a quiet thumbs up.
And Marigold comes back and goes, "Would you like to do a ladybug jig? I can teach you how to do it."
Of course. I forget that. I keep forgetting that my character has the temporary fucking amused trait thing.
Yep, until dawn.
So absolutely, I would. Yes.
So she will teach you the ladybug jig, which is, hands on your hips, and you got to do a little thing with your feet, and it goes along with the calliope music that's playing happily.
Fuck yeah.
You learn the ladybug jig.
Hell yeah, incredibly powerful skill.
I try and like follow along, but like from like subtly, kind of like
Yeah, just do like sort of half doing the mud, just enough
half
to
kind of like
remember.
trying to figure out
You don't want
what's going
to
on.
know you're doing it.
Sheepishly.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Make a stealth check.
Hold on. Oh, that's not good. Sorry, I got a 7.
You guys see him dancing.
Fucking get out of this guy.
It's hard. It's hard, right? It's. I don't want to learn the ladybug jig.
All right. Other than that, the Calliope doesn't have much to offer except nice music and a nice goblin girl and a nice monkey man.
Funny monkey guy.
Other nearby attractions are an extremely large teapot that you see bubbles coming out of with people inside, and there are people in bubbles floating around the carnival. There is. Oh.
I wanna check down on my map, and I noticed this thing called snail racing, which I've been eyeing this entire time. So I would like to head like down. We can stop that stuff on the way, but I definitely make it clear. I simply must see the snail racing.
Do you guys know what the will you be our Witchlight monarch thing means? Because I never saw that last time I was here.
Oh no.
Maybe make bitch and Mr. Spite when you crown a new heir.
New Witchlight. Be called the Witch Dirt Light.
Has a nice ring to it. Dirt light.
The Dirt Light Carnival.
Sounds like a special gathering for moles.
Yeah.
Maybe some worms.
Have you made this?
Anyways,
map, like,
yes,
on
let's go
YouTube?
to the snail race.
As you walk over, you see a huge puff of bright pink glitter around a man's head, and then the sound of a braying donkey as the smoke and glitter clears, and the man's head has been transformed into a donkey.
Oh.
Anybody?
I immediately hide behind Koala. What the fuck is that?
Looks dangerous.
Seems like he's a donkey man.
You see a group
Good.
of giggling, delighted, mischievous pixies, and about a minute passes and the man turns back to normal before shrugging and continuing to eat his candy apple. Before he kind of looks at it and sees that the donkey has been eating it too, so there's donkey slobber on it. And then he's like, is this donkey slobber or me slobber? Because I was a donkey. And then he shrugs and keeps the candy apple.
Can I? Are the pixies still around? Can I go follow them, see what their whole deal is?
Yeah, sure. If you follow them,
Are you freaking nuts? Don't follow goddamn piggies.
They're incredibly bright and they're making funny noises, and I want to go towards them.
they fly into the Pixie Kingdom over one of the walls. You're welcome to go around to one of the doorways and enter the Pixie Kingdom.
I definitely want to. I'm gonna crawl. Can I climb the wall? Can I try jumping the fence into the Pixie Kingdom? Because I'm too impatient to run around.
If you try to do that, some pixies will get in your face and go, no, you gotta go get your ticket stubbed. Here, we'll go with you. And then 4 pixies land on you. There's one of them just lands on your hand and is just sort of holding on wherever you gesture it. There's one on each shoulder, there's one on your head, and one on your hand sort of points your hand towards the entrance.
I'll start marching that way.
And the entrance is right across from snail racing.
Sure. Okay, I guess.
Okay, so he's as good as dead, right? You guys, we're understanding. We watched one.
Is it just me or is this guy quite easily
They're not
distracted?
actually going to kill anyone, I don't think. From what I've heard, everyone's concerned about missing people, but no one's concerned about dead people.
Maybe he just got some untreated ADHD, dude. You never know.
That could be a thing.
This entire meanwhile, I am marching towards the entrance of the Pixie Kingdom.
All right, let me go to the Pixie Kingdom page. God, this is my favorite attraction. I'm so fucking happy.
No way. What? You don't say.
What?
No one saw that one coming.
Where is the drunk Russian one?
It's almost like it's the name of General.
Whoa, huge.
A copse of oak trees shelters a miniaturized fairground. At its heart, a hamster runs inside a tiny Ferris wheel, encircled by minuscule wagons and candy stalls. A pixie sits cross-legged at the hollow of the tree at the entrance to the realm. And he's playing a little pan flute, and when he sees you, he perks right up and flies up into your face, and he goes, "Oh, hello! I am General Plum."
What's up? How do I need to come in?
Would you like to enter the Pixie Kingdom?
Yes.
Okay. First, you will need to adopt a pixie name while on the premises.
Huh. Do I make up my own,
Roll a
or
d8.
what's the...
You're welcome to, or you may choose from the mystery.
I'm definitely intrigued by this mystery name choosing.
All right, roll a d8.
All right. 7.
You... You'll be known as Puddle Mud.
Puddle Mud.
If you don't wish to be Puddle Mud, you can be something else. But on premises, you're Puddle Mud. And then he sprinkles pixie dust. He flies around in a circle, sprinkling yellow dust on you. And as he does, you begin to float. And then he hands you a very little cupcake. And he says, if you eat this, you will be so small for 1 hour. And then you can enjoy all of the wonders of the Pixie Park. The Pixie Kingdom, even.
This is truly fucking tragic that I need to get somehow smaller to enjoy the Pixie Kingdom.
And it gave you fucking Puddle Mud.
Yeah, fucking dude. This place is just like harping on my character's fucking PTSD. It's fucked up.
Yeah. Would you like to eat the cupcake?
I guess in my like entertained state, I'll do it. Fuck yeah. Let's eat this cupcake.
You are now tiny. You have disadvantage on strength checks and strength save, and your weapons deal 2d4 less damage for the next hour. And as you shrink down, the carnival becomes very muted, very tranquil, and you can hear just gentle bell music, like wind chimes, but the most whimsical fucking wind chimes you've ever experienced in your life.
Oh, wonderful.
The Pixie Kingdom is a tranquil oasis compared to the rest of the bustling carnival. The air is filled with the aroma of blackberry wine and flower blossoms. 8 brightly painted doorways are nestled in the bark at the base of the surrounding trees. There are many pixies running around. There's a little pug who seems to be a beige color, who has been like dyed green with like grass. And so there's a little green pug riding around with a little collar that says pine cone. There's a palace made of cocoons, beautifully woven together. It's like a silk palace. There's sandwiches and thimbleberry tarts available to snack on. And you can ride the Ferris wheel powered by Biscuit. Does anybody else enter the Pixie Kingdom?
Yes.
I was on my way, but I got distracted by the Hall of Illusions.
We'll get there.
Cool.
I do.
You go to the Pixie Kingdom. Hi, would you like to join the Pixie Kingdom? You have to take a pixie name. Well, you can.
Yeah. Yes, of course.
All right. What would you like? Would you like to roll a d8?
Yeah.
Do it.
7.
Roll another one.
Oh, yeah, that's 8.
All hi, well, you're Mr. Toadhop. And he sprinkles the pixie dust and he gives you the little cupcake. The cupcake tastes like extremely orangey.
Wait. Out of curiosity, does the cupcake work outside of the Pixie Kingdom?
No, it doesn't. The effect ends when you try to leave the perimeter.
That makes sense. Okay. Well, I'm still going to eat it.
Enjoy.
I'd like to follow also.
The pixie dust also ends when you leave, but you won't get hurt. You'll just float down. All right. If you'd like to take a pixie name, please roll a d8.
Where's my d8? Oh, something fell. I got an 8, and I got a 6.
You got a 6. Jelly bean starfish.
Oh, okay. That seems, yeah. Thank you. Can I roll
Hi,
this?
jelly bean starfish, puddle mud, toad hop. You three enjoy your time in the Pixie Kingdom. Make sure to say hi to Pinecone. Make sure to say hi to Biscuit. Remember your politeness.
I can't believe I was named fucking
Never dare
Puddle
forget.
Mud. I truly cannot escape.
What were the names that were just said?
Say hi to Pinecone, say hi to Biscuit, and make sure to have fun.
Isn't Pinecone is the green pug, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want to go say hi to Pinecone.
You go say hi to Pinecone, and there are one pixie who looks like a natural pixie, and one pixie who looks like a very small elven woman who is just sort of riding around having the time of her life. They're riding on Pinecone, who is just going crazy. He's under the effects of a spider climb spell, which is what you guess by the fact that he can go up a tree and then upside down and then sort of jump down and pixie dust to the ground. He is just going buck fucking wild. And when he's done, the fairy runs him back over. Her name is Trixie, and she says, well, hi, would you like to go on a Pinecone ride?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We can take, all 3 of you can go, but I can't help you steer.
Yeah, I'm down. I got this. I can totally steer this thing 100% without a doubt.
All right, whoever's been first can make an animal handling check.
Okay, hold on. Here, let me. Okay,
What was
is
his name? Sorry, Paddle.
What's your animal handling?
I don't know. Okay, I got a 13.
All right, yeah.
Full confidence, get that fucking rain and immediately sit down.
You mostly have control over Pinecone. And, Pinecone can't talk to you, but Pinecone seems happy when you say hi to it and when you ride it around.
Fuck yeah.
You are jumping from the treetops on this pug. Like, it climbs to the top of the grove of trees and is, like, jumping around them, having a fun time.
Fuck yeah. It's ridiculous. Are the other two on Pinecone as well, or are they like watching?
Yeah.
It's all 3 of you if you want to go on. Trixie said it's 3 at a time, so all 3 of you can go together. When you're at the top of one of the trees, you see a small pixie cafe with another little pixie sitting inside. It's a very purple pixie with purple skin, purple hair, purple eyes, just like the most purplest pixie ever. Her name is Red, and she goes, "Hi, would you like some cucumber sandwiches and thimbleberry tarts?"
I would. Thank you very much.
And you sit down with her, and you have some snacks. Do you want to talk with her at all?
Yeah, why is your name Red? That's my question. Why is your name Red and you're all purple?
Well, why is your name your name?
Well, it was just given to me.
That is actually a long story. I'm not exactly sure if I want to go into it.
It's a
long
is
story
Pine
that you're-
Cones-
If you took a pixie name, that's not a long story, bucko.
Oh yeah, I suppose
really
that,
isn't.
that is true.
This one got it right. And gives Finley like a noogie.
You fucking nugget idiot.
Names are names. Faces are faces. And there's one scoundrel around here who's been stealing some of both. There's a Kenku around. A little troublemaker.
Ooh.
But disguising herself, and she's posing as different names and faces.
Should we go try to hunt down this Kenku?
No,
No one
a strong
that-
word.
I mean,
Besides, can't leave yet. It's almost time for hide and seek.
Hide and seek.
Oh,
I was the king of hide and seek as a kid.
I immediately
Even
perk up to
smaller
this. I definitely want to partake in this hide and seek.
All right, are all three of you playing?
Yep.
Max, Finley, Dirt. I think.
sorry, just like the way you've been called dirt.
Dirt. Dude, I fucking also got fucking puddle mud. Like, come on.
To a colon puddle mud.
Puddle mud all fucked up, dude.
All right, you can hide anywhere in the Pixie Kingdom, but there's some extra special places you might want to hide. You can go on Biscuit's wheel, hide in one of there, but Biscuit's pretty talkative, so you gotta give him some food to give him shushed. You go hang out in the flower beds. There's some talking flowers, but they're kind of mean. So you flatter you can silence their bickering. And there's a heron named Beatrice who's up in one of the trees. She's a nice old lady, and you can maybe hide there if you're nice.
Curiosity, are you one of the people seeking? Because there's no way I'm hiding anywhere. You just said.
Well, I'm a hider. I'm one of the ones who just helps people out.
Okay. Insight check.
Okay.
7.
16 persuasion. She's telling the truth. She's one of the hiders.
Okay.
So yeah, all of you can roll a stealth check.
I'm going to hide with the flowers then.
I was about to say I wanted to.
Nat 20.
Oh wait, 1 second. Oh, each character who plays the game makes a wisdom stealth check.
How does
I
that-
still got a nat
Ooh.
20.
How does a wisdom
You got
stealth
that
check
20.
work?
Stealth check.
Who got the lowest?
I didn't roll. What's a wisdom stealth check? Like, how does that work?
Yeah.
Oh, you roll stealth, but instead of adding your dex, you add your wisdom,
yeah,
and
okay.
you can still add proficiency if you have it.
Sure.
Okay, so that is a total of 30.
Jesus. I'm not doing the +5 rule.
Okay, then a total of 25. I have +3 wisdom and +3 dex, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Did you
I
add
get
both
it.
wisdom and dex, or just wisdom?
Instead of using dex, you use wisdom.
Okay, so I got 15.
Okay, so I got 11.
All right, Dirt Crawler, where do you hide? Or sorry, Puddle Mud, where do you hide?
Puddle mud. Well, so, okay. So what I wanted to. Wait, never mind. That didn't. Okay. No. So I wanted to go to the flower bed. That was the goal.
All right. Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. That is also 11.
Yeah. Okay. The flowers are chatting with you the whole time you're there. You're like, you ask them to be quiet, and they're like, us in our own home, you silence us. Oh, you heathen! You heathen!
Can I try strangling one of the flowers to make them quiet? Because I need to win
That'll
this.
make them yell.
I need to win this. I do not care how.
You have a disadvantage on strength check.
True.
So make a strength check with disadvantage.
Okay. Okay. Fuck. Okay, so that's So I rolled 3. Do I still get my +4 from my strength thing?
Yes.
Okay, so that's just 7.
All right. So as you're choking one of the flowers, it goes. And you are found by a pixie
God
who is
fucking
out
damn.
of the fucking blue. Just as you're choking the flowers, like, please don't hurt the wildlife. We know they're a little bit snotty. And then the rose goes, oh, I say, and uses a thorned limb to sort of swat your hand away.
Fuck you.
You are disqualified.
God damn it. I'm fuming.
And you guys can hide in places other than these, but if you succeed on these, you get advantage, basically. So yeah, now it's down to a few fairies get found. All right, time for round 2. And Max and Finley, roll me those wisdom stealth again.
23.
7.
And yeah, Max, you sort of try to hide behind a rock, but for some reason you chose gray, and you just sort of, stick out like a sore thumb. And yeah, the fairies you, and eventually, Nico, I want you to roll me one more stealth check.
Oh yeah, I planned on hiding with the flowers originally.
Do you still go to hide with them again? It's too late. You already rolled. If you want to hide somewhere for your final round, let me know before you roll.
I do, so I want to hide with the flowers.
All right, so roll me a persuasion check to keep them quiet. Although they aren't agitated, so it's a higher DC.
Now, I heard there were some beautiful flowers around, and yes, the hide-and-seek game is going on, but my god, they were absolutely right. You have such beautiful petals, and god, your stems, it's incredible.
Oh, you.
You're so well kept.
You're much nicer than the other guest. Yeah, persuasion check.
That is a 13 plus, what's my persuasion? Persuasion plus 6, so 19.
All right, make your stealth check with advantage.
Draw, drop, raise on
That
floor,
is
take
a
advantage.
2 and an 18 plus 5, so 23.
All right, yeah, that passes the DC I wanted you to hit. You are not found. The pixies look for you for the full hour. You are not found until you feel yourself starting to grow, and you sort of expand around the flowers, and they go, oh, I say, and then you can't really hear them anymore because you are very large.
I want to make sure I don't step on any of them.
You don't harm any flowers.
Aw.
Fairy magic helps that. So you are not found, and all the pixies applaud you and go, wow, you're one of the best hiders we've ever had. And they give you 2 packets of pixie dust with
Yes.
wrapped in 2 little leaf bundles. So I will send you the stats for that after the game. But
It was a pleasure in the
basically,
Pixie Kingdom, thank you.
and they are these are usable anywhere.
Yes.
So yeah, you have fairy dust that will make you fly for, I believe it's either 10 minutes or an hour. But yeah, you can fly.
Yeah.
You get 2 of them for being so good.
I'm fucking furious.
It's not taking so long.
Absolutely fuming.
And Minip is at the fucking hall.
The Hall of Illusions.
Let's skip over to Minip. Let me go. All of illusions. 38. The Hall of Illusions. There we go. A glass cabinet stands near the entrance to this tent. A wooden mannequin of a grinning, raven-haired young woman in witch's attire and a green flowing cape hovers inside a glass cabinet. At the top of her cabinet, a sign reads, Tasha the Wizard, known for her hideous laughter. A halfling couple holds hands as they approach the glass cabinet. One of the halflings is wearing butterfly face paint. As he drops to one knee and pulls a small box from his pocket, his sweetheart bursts out laughing and begins to roll on the ground. The halfling in face paint begins to sob and darts into the nearby tent without getting his ticket punched. And you can make an intelligence check for me looking at this display.
Not incredible. That's going to be a total of 11.
Okay. She looks like a witch.
True.
Because
Yeah. So you see the laughing halfling on the ground, and the person ran into the Hall of Illusions. When you look over at the Hall of Illusions, you see a large tent painted with a mural of shifting images that show grinning fairies diving into pools of color. A helical stripe of the tent's point canopies rotate in spirals, and the whole display seems designed to befuddle onlookers. A clown dressed in pure gray garb stands at the tent's entrance, blinking at you. As you watch this scene, about a minute passes, and the halfling on the ground recovers, and they stand up and they go, "Oh no, Reuben. Oh, my name is Ween. Can you go find my love? I didn't mean to scare them away. It was the left. It was the wizard. It was the Tash of the Laughter."
are you kidding me? Is you planning on growing adult?
What?
What? That was like a proposal, right? Is you planning on a growing adult? It's a carnival. Like, can you not just? Are you a child? Why do I have to babysit a stranger? I just want to go in the Hall of Illusions.
Well, he ran in there, and I'm too scared. Do you think you could just keep an eye out for him?
Really? You're too scared to follow your lover into a Hall of Illusions in a fun little carnival. Are you sure you love him?
Damn,
Judge
bro.
it.
You know what? No. You got a ticket, right?
Yeah?
Alright, no, you probably brought that poor motherfucker's heart. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go in there, you're gonna fight him, you're gonna face whatever dumb little fears you got because you're a little baby, and then you're gonna, I don't care what you do after that. Go, get in there. Go
What?
that weird creepy clown. He probably punched the ticket. Or maybe it's a wooden thing in your box.
The clown, she has like long, gray brown hair to her, or not long, sorry, just like a long, not long, straight brown hair, bob cut, sort of black garb, striped socks, gives a shrug, and gestures at the Hall of Illusion.
Hey, clown, are you punch for our tickets?
He gives a thumbs up.
Okay, see, come on, let's go carry out tickets punch. God, you say you're just a lamb stranger after your lover? You child, seriously, you're so immature, my god.
1 second. This involves mimery, so I'm gonna turn my camera on real quick.
Yo, huge.
Mime time?
Oh my god, new face reveal?
Mime time?
No,
I've always
fuck,
wondered what you'd look like.
shit, fuck, I spilled milk. I spilled milk.
Oh god, actual hell mode.
L.
God, I wish I had a face cam. You guys would see me in full wizard.
Oh yeah, we heard you have a beard.
Yeah.
You've obtained
It looks, Mum fucking made it. It looks great. She interrupted, but no one noticed.
Oh, lovely.
What? Oh, damn it. Hi, Nico's mom.
Too late.
Like, 30 minutes too late.
Mom. Huge.
All right. What? No. There we go.
My god.
At Week's Story of Woe, the mime puts a hand to their heart and
Oh, Christ. She's one of these clowns.
1 second.
Holds out the fucking strap and shoots you.
Minip dies for the second time today. Okay, wait. So you singing? You're so no. Okay, you. Okay, no, it's the proposal that just happened. Yeah. No, no, you're proposing. Wait, you're proposing and then singing? Okay, go back. So there's no singing. Oh, gee. Find it, goddamn child. Turn to the halfling with. Can you make any sense of this?
Did you propose to someone?
No, I didn't propose to some. Oh, I know you're talking to the mime. My bad.
And then the mime nods and goes,
The mime proposed to someone, and then that's when the mime lost your voice. Okay, wait. I just want my tickets to get punched. What, a bird? A bird stole your voice? Was it me? Okay, good. That'd be weird if I didn't remember stealing someone's voice.
and then gestures to the halfling and makes a heartbroken gesture, and then a pleading noise to you, and it's like no, and then gestures to the puncher.
You can't punch my ticket?
And then hides the puncher as if to say, no punch, you can go in for free. And then gestures to the halfling.
I don't trust that.
And then pulls out the puncher and looks forlornly, shrugs, and just asks for the ticket.
Okay, that's that's a lot more. Okay, here. And I hand the goddamn man my ticket.
All right, you
Okay,
hand
calling
them.
this clown who had their voice stolen a mime.
Yeah.
Minip is the
The fucking
funniest
Kenku from earlier that's like running amok and stealing voices and shit.
Oh my god! No, holy shit, yeah, wait.
If only I was aware of that in character. Goddamn.
Oh, that's funny as shit. What's it name?
All right, so are you going to look for Ruben, or are you just going to enjoy the Hall of Mirrors?
I mean, I don't want to look for Ruben, but
don't
I'm
have
too
to.
good-natured to not look for Ruben. No, I'm going to look for Ruben. But I'm also going to try and enjoy the hall while I'm in there.
As you enter the Hall of Mirrors, you see mirrors, and
No way.
Holy shit.
but instead of funny things like you seem a little chubbier, you seem a little taller, etc., you look in the mirror and you see you as a child. What did Minip look like as an 8-year-old?
Smaller, rounder, less armed, a lot fluffier. The helmet is still there, but there is a noticeable piece, I assume, still attached.
Mm-hmm.
Just wearing like nice little comfy traveler's clothes. That's about it.
Well, that's me.
As you walk on, you see yourself as a teenager. You see yourself now. You see what might be you in the future. How do you think you would look older?
Okay, is this
Dead.
how Minip thinks, or is this how I think?
How Minip thinks.
6 feet tall with a six-pack.
True.
You see reflected in the mirror. And, all right, let's see. Roll me a perception check to look for
Okay.
Ruben as you look through the Hall of Mirrors.
Oh God. That's gonna be a total of 6.
Awesome. You enter a particular part of the hall where it's a bit less lit. And you see Reuben transfixed on one of the mirrors, seeing a reflection of himself as he is, but he's not alone in his reflection. He sees a little girl in a pig mask holding a large lollipop, whispering to the halfling's reflection as the halfling changes from his current form to that of what you assume to be him as a child, a very young child.
When you say pig mask, do you mean like good-natured paper plate with little stuck-on ears, or like a decapitated, hollowed pig's head?
It looks like pig skin.
Okay.
Her skin looks gray, and as she speaks to Reuben, he looks more and more dejected. She asks Reuben if he has any regrets. And he says that his proposal just failed and his love no longer loves him. And she says, I know someone who can help you. And as you see this, his youthful reflection takes the girl's hand and walks away with her as he walks through the mirror, and the ring intended for his sweetheart drops to the floor inside the hall as he disappears.
What? I'm gonna run over to the mirror.
Make a history check.
Ooh, okay. Okay, that's not bad. What's my history mod? History. Total of 15.
You smell candy.
I smell.
You've smelled candy a lot over your life. And you've never really known, but it's candy, but it's got a slight hint of rot to it. And in this space right now, you smell that candy. Yeah. You just see your child self in the mirror and the ring on the floor and smell candy.
I'm gonna prod the surface of the mirror very gently.
It's a mirror.
I'm gonna lean down and pick up the ring.
All right.
What does it look like?
It's a simple proposal band. It doesn't look like it was from a very well-off person. Like it's simple. It's gold. It's got a very small ruby.
Oh. Does anything happen when I pick it up?
Nope, you just have the ring. You can explore the Hall of Illusion or go back out to Amine.
Really starting to wish I had burnt a spell slot there, but I'm gonna I'm just gonna shout out at the mirrors, "Hey Piglo."
No response.
"Hey little piggy go, I like your mask. It's kinda like a helmet. Helmets are cool. I got a big one."
You make me a perception check.
Perception. That's gonna be 12, I think. Yeah, 12.
You hear the faintest of laughter just on the edge. You think you could be imagining it. Just a childish giggle on the wind.
Okay, and then rolls his eyes and then shouts, "You know, if you give that guy back, I can make it worth your while."
No response.
Damn it. Okay, I guess it was worth trying. Is there anything else out of the ordinary nearby? Maybe a mirror that looks a little different from the others.
Nope. Not with that perception check.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess I'm gonna continue through the. Is the whole illusion is just the mirrors, or is there more to the attraction?
I'm pretty sure it's just the mirrors, but it's like, cool mirrors. There's one mirror that you can see yourself as an angel. There's a mirror you can see yourself as a fairy. There's a mirror you can see yourself as a devil.
Is there a mirror I can see myself as a duck?
That's all of them.
Oh yeah. Whoops. Okay, before I leave, I'm gonna go back to that mirror I watched Ruben get abducted into, and I'm gonna reach into my backpack and pull out a little pouch of dirt, and I'm gonna cast Good Berry, and a little stem grows up and grows a couple berries. I'm just gonna leave them right in front, just in case that creepy kid gets hungry, and then I'm gonna leave.
Okay. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, as you walk out, you see Ween talking to the mime, talking at the mime while the mime replies, and Ween seems surprisingly good at figuring out the mimery.
Hey, so I think Ruben got abducted.
Oh wait, I got. But it's genuine chocolate.
Well, I was in the hall of the mirrors, and then I was looking for him, and then I saw him, and there was a creepy little kid in one of the mirrors. It wasn't in any of the other mirrors, not even when I walked in them. And then she was like, "Check your somewhere where you are appreciated." And then his reflection grabbed your hand, and then he stepped through the mirror, and I couldn't find him. And I thought about breaking the mirror to try and see if I could get him out, but I don't think the weird magic people here will take very kindly to that. But I did get a ring, and I give her the ring.
They take the ring and they hold it to their chest and go, and they just start crying softly and walk away. And
oh crap!
Candlefoot looks scared shitless. The markers on the side there for the mood, it goes down one to just the middle one again.
Oh, what that is?
Yep.
Oh fuck.
And
fuck. Consequences.
And Candlefoot looks scared shitless and is and points to himself and goes, and points to the.
Hey, wait, why are you scared? Don't you work here? Isn't this the norm? Oh God, I can't be bothered to interpret your mimes. Here, can you just write it down? And I reach in my backpack and give them a piece of paper and some charcoal.
She takes it and she sort of writes down, I fear my reflection, not the carnival itself, for I was the one cursed by my own idiocy. And now, much like my color, my voice has been snatched. My dear love, Palasha, rejected my offer as well, because when I went to propose, my voice was gone. And you're just reading all of this as she keeps writing and just keeps writing.
He says I didn't ask for a goddamn biography. Just ask whether or not it's normal. Oh my God. How long have you lost your voice for?
Oh. And then remembers that she's writing shit down and goes 5 days.
Seriously? You've only gone 5 days mute? And this is how much you desperate to communicate your words? Jesus.
She writes down, I was already a mime.
Oh. I need to stop saying Jesus. Jesus does not exist in the D&D canon. Fuck your dada. I mean, like, were you a mime 100% of the time, or just as like your day job?
Just writes down, yeah.
So, why? Like, clearly you do not enjoy being unable to speak.
It's like, well, I like it better when it's a choice.
Okay, I guess that's a fair point. But what? What? If you get your voice back, you're not even going to use it. So why be so hung up about it?
And then writes down in big words, I'm asking for your help getting my voice back.
But you're not going to use it. I mean, why you want it back in the first place? I mean, sure, I'll help you. Like, yeah, I'm just confused on why you want me to in the first place.
So I can propose to my love.
I mean, you don't need a voice to propose.
You don't know Palasha.
Okay, that's a fair point. Wait, is Palasha blind?
No, she's the takes a second and gets a dreamy look on her face, and then is writing for 2 solid minutes, and you are
By the forests.
You are handed this fucking bard's tale about Palasha the mermaid and her beautiful song. She resides at Silver Song Lake, and she restores color to my life. And like details of like she's this beautiful, beautiful mermaid, and I love her dearly. But she is a finicky sort, and my proposal gone wrong has embarrassed her, and I can't even face her, and I miss her so. And it's just like this long fucking thing from this mime.
Okay, so realistically speaking, you guys weren't involved enough to propose, right?
Nod.
Okay. And then something went wrong when you proposed. What happened?
And then writes down, that blasted bird.
So what, you like broke a vow of silence and then some crazy bird stole your voice or something?
No vow, personal choice. And a Kenku stole my voice. She's a witch and a scoundrel and a troublemaker, and she's using my voice to boo my beloved.
Oh.
And with that, tears fall on the paper, and Candlefoot is overcome with emotion and runs away like in a very mimey way.
Oh, damn it, no, what is it? Aww. Do I have... Do I even have that spell? Did I prepare that today? I don't have that spell. Never mind. Okay, well, I guess I gotta go fight some dumb witch and get a voice back. Oh my god, Kenku stealing voices. That is brilliant. That's so smart. I love that. Before I leave the Hall of Illusions, I'm gonna go up to the Tasha mannequin.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like... Does it appear to be like an intelligent being, or is it just like...
Save. Make me a wisdom save.
Oh, bollocks. I'm gonna laugh my guts up on her. Wisdom save. Oh, huge. 22.
Yeah, you save. What were you asking?
I was asking, is it just an automated thing, or does the mannequin appear to be like a being, or like something I can converse with?
It's like magically animated wood that like does some basic movements. It's like a Halloween decoration, but like one of the $200 ones.
Okay, gotcha. Man, I was hoping for a decent conversation. Now, lame ass spell. Yeah, shut up, Tasha. God. Okay, I guess I should go find those widows.
An hour passed. I think you walk up on the Pixie Palace just as Finley gets big. So you see him get big.
The tall guy mentioned the snail racing, so I'm just gonna go there and hope that I can find them.
The tall guy you say about the second shortest party.
I was about to say which tall guy, because I got the unfortunate thing of the whole deal is that he is very short.
The tall guy that let me ride on his shoulders, that's the tall guy.
tall is subjective. Everyone is tall to the fucking 3-foot person.
Sure, yeah, I suppose that.
Exactly.
I need to somehow convey my character's whole fucking deal at some point.
All of you are 1 ticket punch down. So, are you going to snail racing next?
Love me some
like
fucking
to
snail
snail
racing, baby. Yes, loving snail racing.
Yeah, let's go do snail racing.
The grandstands next to the race course are filled with cheering fairgoers ringing bells, swinging rattles, and waving flags. On the starting line, 8 giant snails are having their shells scrubbed by pixies. And these are giant. These are bigger than you. These are bigger than bears. These are some fucking huge snails.
God.
Above a circular course, a wooden gantry hangs from the branches of a central tree, where 2 goblins officiate the proceedings. Snail racing is a highly competitive, fast-paced sport that draws a lively crowd. Characters can participate in the race as snail jockeys, but it costs 1 ticket punch to enter.
How many? You said we had 8 ticket punches total, something like that.
You have 8, then you're welcome to buy more tickets or barter with Nicholas.
Right. Was Nicholas the old very
Nicholas
old goblin? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely participating in snail racing, without a
I
doubt.
would like to also talk.
Would anybody else like snail
Oh,
race?
hey, where are you guys been?
Pixie Kingdom.
I don't
Yeah.
like pixies
Oh,
anymore.
I saw a guy get abducted by a creepy little pig lady.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh.
What?
Well, I was over the Hall of Mirrors and then there was this whole thing. But anyway, a guy went in there without punching a ticket and then he got like abducted by a little child spirit that was wearing a pig head.
Oh.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
It was messed up. I
It's-
tried to follow after him, but it's like magic and stuff.
I'm going to the Hall of
We
Mirrors.
played some hide and seek. It was quite fun. Dirt got caught out for strangling a flower. That's
You strangled a flower?
I don't want to talk about it.
That's so not cool. You can't do that.
I'm going to the Hall of Illusions.
You're turning around and going to the Hall of Illusions?
Yes.
All right, 1 second. I just need to send Luke a picture.
Ooh.
Also, when is the session ending?
Oh, yeah, I can, we started, like, 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
We can end, like, let's end half an hour?
Ooh, that is creepy.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm happy to go to whenever.
So, yeah, that's who you saw take him away.
Ooh.
Ending in half an hour, good for everyone?
Yeah.
You can go
Yeah,
longer
that's pretty
than
good.
that. I just, no.
Half an hour, I think, is ideal. I gotta be up at 6.
All right, Hall of Illusion.
I'm gonna follow with the cop.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
my wish is
also head
coming
over
true.
there, yeah, if we're all going.
What?
Um,
why is everyone so close
as
to the
you
zero
approach
race? We've been-
the Hall of Illusion, you see that Candlefoot has come back and is accompanied by, what's he accompanied by? Let me roll on my encounter thing.
Oh yeah, guys. This mime had her voice stolen by a witch kangaroo. So like, keep an eye out for any crazy birds. That
We
isn't
also
me.
heard about
I'm
the
not.
Kenku from the fairies, too.
Oh yeah, is that
Oh
the...
damn! So this is like a whole thing. This is that's like connected.
Yeah. And there's also the bugbear I talked to earlier by the staff center also has a missing brother. And there's the missing daughter of, Jolarian.
Yeah, that one.
And I was just looking through my notes for it.
Do you think Mr. Blitz and Mr. Spy are just like eating all these missing people?
I don't think they're eating them, but I don't think they're exactly...
Well,
Either
okay,
they're
Mr.
not in
Detective,
control
give me your
or they're-
intuition. Are
either
they
they're not in
alive, do you
control,
think?
Or either Mr. Witch and Mr. Bright or Mr. Light are not in control, or they are actively taking the people. That's really the only two solutions here. You said there was
Yeah, that
a
wouldn't
pig
shock
mask
me.
girl, because considering
Yeah,
this
she
is a
was weird
Feywild-
looking.
Considering this is a Feywild thing, it would not be completely surprising if there was other Fey creatures that are not as happy-go-lucky and more hostile.
Yeah, she had like real weird skin. and like the mask like covered like the top half of her face, but her mouth was still kind of showing, and it was like all like creepy. And she was holding this like big blue and yellow lollipop, and she was in this creepy dress. I know her teeth were kind of weird, but maybe that was just the way I was looking at it.
No, her teeth were weird.
Oh, her teeth were super weird, actually. No, I'm certain of that.
All right, Candlefoot is back, but she is clearly dejected.
Oh yeah, this depressed clown is sad because he proposed to a mermaid, but in the middle of the proposal, that's when her voice got stolen by the Kenku, and then the Kenku's now like trying to woo the mermaid. So I figure maybe after we raise some snails, we go over to the mermaid and see if the Kenku's there, and maybe like beat the smack out of them. Oh yeah, it said that the mermaid was over by the moon pond or whatever it was called.
Okay.
Still some lake?
Candlefoot, hearing you talk about her plight, comes over and looks up and down Finley, and then just does like a begging procedure.
Oh my god, don't get you on your knees for a cop. Come on.
No,
Yeah,
just with her hands. She's still standing.
Oh, okay.
I'm already completely dedicated to helping this. Don't like missing peoples. Okay. Could I go into the Hall of Illusions? You can stamp if necessary.
She nods and she stamps your ticket. You have 2 ticket punches. Minip, if you're going in again, that's another ticket punch.
Yeah, no, I mean, I saw like some cool stuff in here. I gave it a good look around. I don't think I'm gonna find anything else, but you can have some good luck. Don't spend too long looking in the 4th mirror, though. It's very enticing. I got quite distracted.
We'll charge straight in. Seems fun.
Oh, are you going to? Is everybody going in?
I would like to. My character wants to look at some funny stuff.
Sure. When Dirt Crawler enters, it takes a second for you guys to realize, but his younger form is younger form. It's not his reflection now. It's the same height. It's a very similar build, but he's smaller in some ways.
I'm sitting outside, just like staring the mime down.
So
Minep, which mirror was it that the missing person went into?
Oh, it was, and then I describe which one it is because I can't go in and point because I don't want to get another punch.
You describe one of the hallways is a little dimmer.
Oh, I left some berries outside of it. There might still be there.
Okay.
we'll keep an eye out for the berries. What do our reflections look like as we walk through?
Yours, when you're younger, looks very similar to you now. Finley, what do you look like when you were younger?
Fucking short human.
Just a kid.
Just a little kid.
Just a fucking kid.
I feel like he's one of those kids who had chubby cheeks who outgrew them.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And Max, do you go in?
No, I'm waiting outside with a minute.
All right.
Okay.
Concernedly watching.
And then what do you guys look like as you're older? And what do your characters think they will look like as they're older?
Finley has he looks basically the same except he has a bit of a stubble.
Yeah. If the character doesn't have much of an imagination, it doesn't have much to draw from. So, I mean...
My character definitely sees himself towering high, 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
Dirt crawlers definitely sees into their own future, seeing themselves as a much larger and more intimidating presence.
I'm going to take my ferret out.
Did you name him?
I forgot. We decided on a name. What was it? Do I have it somewhere in my notes?
I called it Stripe and you said no.
Did you say ferret? Sorry.
Yeah, I have a ferret.
It's a weasel.
Yo,
It's a weasel?
Mm-hmm.
huge.
I thought we said it was a ferret.
No, it's explicitly a weasel.
I was always looking at ferret when I showed you.
Oh, well, he can be a ferret. Fuck it.
Yeah, ferret.
Well, so yeah, you pull out your ferret. He says in your head, "Hi, boss."
Hello, Wesley.
Wesley.
I like Wesley. It's a good name.
What you need me for, boss?
Honestly, I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm just curious. What do you think you'll look like in the future? And I just show him the mirror.
That's great.
You see him as he is, but he's wearing cozy socks on all of his feet, and he's got like a little knit hat on, and he's like, cozy.
Understood.
I will be unchanged. I will be a little fairy spirit forever, and I will be so cozy in my little socks. This is what Yes.
Thank you, Wesley.
Score.
You can go back in the jacket now.
He wiggles back up your sleeve. Cozy.
Did we see this interaction?
No.
Stealth check. Or sleight of hand, actually.
30-20.
Up in public.
30-20.
Yeah, okay, nobody else sees.
Nice.
I just wanted to roll perception.
No, that's fine. I wasn't actively trying
I was
to
also
see it,
waiting
I was
at the
just
entrance
curious.
because I want to do like investigations on the mirrors, especially the one.
Sure, yeah. Roll an investigation check.
17 plus 8.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, yeah, no, that's plus 8.
So 25.
25.
Make an Arcana check?
18 plus 4.
What the fuck, Nico?
22.
Now you know how it feels.
Alright.
Hey, I've gotten a 4 and a 2 as well this session.
These
So.
are definitely magical. And they all feel like similar magic, except for the one that the berries are on. And a couple in the vicinity. The magic, you're checking like the fucking tiny rune etchings at the very like corners, like you're like peeling back plaster and shit just so you can like check some runes inscribed in the glass on the side, and just a couple of them have an extra rune that you can't really recognize. You can't piece any of it together. You don't have the wherewithal to do that, but you definitely know some of these mirrors have a different kind of magic, and it's fairly similar at least to what is it? It'd be conjuration magic.
Okay, I'm going to make a copy of the rune, and would I have anything to mark the certain mirrors?
Any marks you try to make on them would vanish as a result of the magic. Like, they are magically kept clean, they are magically kept unmarred. So unless you do something to mark
On like the border.
Like if you leave something outside of it, like the berries, you can mark the different ones. And that would be a what's the fucking word? What's the thing that Kenku can fucking do? The taking the word stealing. What's that fucking word? I know
Mimicry?
No, there's a specific kind of tools for copying words.
Oh, forgery.
Forgery, yeah. Make a forgery check, which is just like a dexterity check, and add forgery skills if you have them.
I don't think I do. Dex
See it.
18.
Yeah, okay. You copy it down pretty good in your own... I mean, it's not a perfect copy by any means, but you can understand what it's meant to be.
Okay, it fucks up runes as well.
Mm.
That's not handwriting. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, dude. So it's recognizable to you, but it makes things bad.
God damn it.
So yeah,
makes
you know
sense.
what it is. It's basically a language only you understand.
Dirt Crawler.
Yeah.
Could you come here?
Yeah.
You see this? Can you, in my notebook, like, could you copy that to your best of your ability? Like, take
This-
2 or 3 attempts if need be.
These hastily like scratched in marks on this piece of paper.
Yeah.
I suppose, yeah. Do I have like anything I can use to like write down something?
I hand him my pen.
If
Okay.
you wanted, are you trying to copy what Finley wrote or copy the runes on the mirror?
I'm pointing out the rune that he needs to copy.
Oh, the
He
rune
needs
on the
to make an
mirror.
He needs to make an investigation check to even be able to see that.
I'm showing him.
I know.
Okay,
I'm
let me-
okay.
It's extremely tiny. You've got to find it with a 25 investigation.
I did a.
Well, does he have
let me-
advantage?
Let me see.
He's pointing it out so he doesn't get disadvantage.
Okay.
Let me see. I get a handy 10.
Shit.
A handy that does
Very
not
crisp 10.
see.
Unfortunate.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, it's just mirror. You just see some pieces and scratches in the glass. You don't really.
Yeah, it's not.
that's fine. I'll talk to the owner. Okay. Avoid the mirrors I'm marking because they could disappear you.
Can I,
and I think-
like as I'm looking at these like scratches, do I see anything in the mirror?
This mirror you're looking at is the fairy mirror. So you
Sure.
just see yourself as a fairy.
Nice. Base.
Another one he marked off is one of the child mirrors. There's a gender swap mirror.
Oh yeah.
Anything else?
It's just various weird mirrors that you can sort of just think up cool stuff. You don't see anything expressly dangerous, and you don't see any sign of Reuben.
Okay. Once I get out, is there still just the mime?
Yeah, there's just Candlefoot, doing their mimery. They are, she's excitedly, kind of using prestidigitation to make sparks to entertain people who are going into the thing, just like entertaining children as they pass, punching the tickets with flourish and stuff. In saying that you would help find their voice, she has perked up a little bit.
That's nice.
Uh,
Let's see.
Do I know her name is Candlefoot?
She has a name tag.
Okay. Candlefoot. So, while I was investigating in there, I noticed that a few of the mirrors had a single different rune.
Candlefoot gives you just like 1,000-yard stare.
Who set up the mirrors?
Brain empty.
They mime out a witch's hat and then a sunshine,
Was it?
and then
Witch's person?
shrugged. If they assume that it's witch and light, but they don't know for sure.
Considering there is a missing person, are you sure it's safe for other people to enter? Considering it sounds like they were taken from inside, and assuming it is one of the mirrors that is meddled.
I'm pretty sure you were from inside. I saw it happen.
Yes. Eyewitness accounts are always shoddy, though. I'm not
One-
doubting you.
Oh,
personally,
I see
doubting
how
the-
it is. Stupid
I'm
cop.
doubting the methodology itself.
1 sec. Candlefoot just shrugs and then mimes to themselves, and then as if taking orders, and then shrugs again. It's like, they just do what they're told.
Alright. Okay, I did. Okay.
I don't
is-
think we have time for snail racing today.
This has
Aw.
become a very large concern.
It's like
And-
one of the bigger events.
Sure.
I think we need to put on a show so we can meet with Light and
Right.
Witch.
And you had such a good idea.
Oh,
Please
do
tell.
tell.
Okay, so you know the Kenku on the one stealing people's voices?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if we catch the Kenku and then, like, you're a cop, right? So you can like handcuff him or like hog tie him.
Yes, I have manacles.
Okay, so we do that, and then we make a big show of forcing the kangaroo to give everyone back their voices at the stole. That'll be pretty good because we'll be dealing with a pest inside the carnival. Then they'll have to come see us, and even if we're not even the best act, they'll probably come thank us if we're dealing with one of their problems.
That is true.
Indeed,
That is
do you
true.
reckon we could do that within the time?
Another thing we could do is fire you out of a cannon.
That also would be pretty good.
That's a great.
Oh,
We
I-
can keep that as a backup plan.
Who doesn't want to see a
Don't
duck
the,
get
don't
fired?
the, but the clowns think that you're dead, right? Like, oh no.
We can resuscitate him.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
No,
We can just say-
I'll just be Minip's twin brother Binip.
They'll believe that.
They will. They didn't seem very smart.
You can wear my hat if you wanted to distinguish us.
I'm not taking off my helmet.
As you guys are talking, you see a very tall elf man in funny clown makeup walk past on probably 11-foot tall stilts. So he's like fucking up there. And he's just sort of throwing out petals, and that as the petals come to the ground, they sort of flip around and turn into bits of candy. And as he's walking by, he says, 2 hours to the big top extravaganza.
Mm.
Well, you guys, we gonna catch that goddamn boat in 2 hours.
Oh, that's it. Big ask. Do you want to do it?
Okay. Do you want to?
I'm
split
gonna
into-
check out one of the pieces of candy that's on the ground. Just give it a quick sniff.
It just smells like apple.
And there's no strange taste in the back of my throat that makes me think of rot.
No, this is normal.
No rot.
Gonna very suspiciously chew on the apple candy.
It is
No.
so fucking good.
Oh, nice.
It's like chewy, but then there's like some crunch in it as well, and there's like some pop rocks. It's like taffy wrapped pop rocks.
Baller.
Oh. If only I had teeth.
Damn. This is fucking tragic.
It's just getting all stuck in my beak. This is a terrible idea.
It's very fucking sad. This poor fucking guy.
It's got taffy, apple taffy. I can't. It's stuck.
Can I like reach my hand into his mouth and try to like pull it
Oh,
out?
you can't get why are you getting him in my mouth?
Fucking disgusting, like dirt covered fucking guy.
With enough mouth movement and saliva, the can eventually dissolves away.
Makes its way out.
Well, thank the judge for that.
Very nice.
It will worth it. That stuff tasted really good.
I need to make a separate list of all the missing people.
Yeah, right. Gotta do your police work.
Okay,
Yeah.
how about I make a list of all the missing people so then we can actually read it?
Okay, so there's the missing bugbear, Hurley.
Oh god, I was joking. Oh, I don't want to write stuff for you. A cop.
There is
no.
missing Displacer Beast Star.
Okay, I begin writing down what the policeman tells me to write. So, Bugbear
There's a-
Brother, Displacer Beast Cub.
There is the public notes.
Oh, that's right. I'll put that there.
And there is the missing, what were they?
Reuben.
Halfling.
Halfling Reuben. And they were taken into the mirrors. This Star is missing 5 years ago. And I didn't get that much information about Reuben other than or Hurley, other than he's a bugbear.
Burley's brother. Do you say the name Hurley out loud?
Yeah.
Max, you recognize that name.
Whoa.
That's the bugbear that threw you out as a kid.
I think I know of Hurley. Is he a big bugbear? Quite scary. Wanting to throw people out, do you, right?
I wouldn't know, he's missing.
Oh, I thought it was his brother that you said. It's probably best that he stays. I don't have a good rep with him. If we do go hunt him, I might.
You paid this time and it was 8 years ago. I imagine they've thrown a lot of people out. It wouldn't matter.
That is true. Do I have a description of him? Do I remember what he looks like?
That is super helpful.
Roll me a history check.
Yup, he's big and hairy. That's for sure.
Big, hairy. He looked like a
Big
bug
hairy
and a
guy.
hair.
One. I got another not one.
L.
Oh,
Yeah, he's big and hairy, kind of looked like a bear.
Huge.
well, thank you.
Yes, sorry, man. It's been a few years.
Let's make. Jeez.
Gonna
Okay.
be up and remote. If we find him. When we'll find him. That's the. Yeah, there you go.
Unless he's dead.
That is also true.
There's always a chance of dead.
And you a ray of sunshine.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Anytime. The duck. Anytime.
So, should we stay as a group or split up into either groups of 2 or individuals to look around for a Kenku?
I think if we're gonna plan on capturing them, we should be in twos. We want to outnumber them.
That is true. How should we
I mean, but we only have one lead. We only know that the Silver Song Lake.
It's a good point. We should just all go to where the mermaid is, and then that's where the mime said that they're using the mime voice. Which, oh god, why? It's not a very smart mime. Anyway, yeah, no, let's all go there, and then we'll look for
Wait,
mermaids, and then if we have multiple, we can split up.
If that was 5 days ago and I just got here. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, mate, you know what you're saying? These places, like, they claim to go through planes. If that's true, time probably works a little differently.
I'm with the duck.
Yeah, it is autumn now instead of spring. Okay.
You do know through your research that when the carnival comes around, it stays in a plane for 3 weeks and then
But it moves around.
it travels to different places in the plane.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's this isn't the first trip because you would have seen something different. Nope, they just arrived. They flew in through the sky. This was one trip of many. So yes, 5 days ago, they would still be in the material plane.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we should probably head off in the direction of that lead, you know? Like,
Yes.
feel that
All right.
is the...
Can I
On the way, we
mine?
could talk to the clowns about the show.
Right.
You guys want to end it here, or do you want to
Yeah.
do Silver Song Lake?
That's
Sounds a good idea to end it.
I have a better stuff
Okay.
to do.
Sure.
Awesome, that was really fun.
Yeah, no, I
Yes.
enjoyed
Oh,
that a lot.
yeah.
That's fucking great.
You did really, really good for a first time.
Yeah,
DM.
right?
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely.
Respect.
That's good shit.
Thank you very much.
I have here, let me get this. I've drawn a little thing that I'll send into Pixie Kingdom. I don't know everybody's exact character in much details about it. Wait, why is the image so fucking small? Wait, I have to redo this. I have to resize it.
So cute.
Let's go.
I have to resize this shit.
I didn't realize the duck had a funny hat.
The duck has the duck's
He's wearing a
helmet was
big
described as a
helmet.
big
That's
square fucking helmet. It's a big fucking hunk of metal on his head.
I thought there was like a square on like your fucking jerkin.
It's got a big
it's a
fucking
big-
emblem in his
It's a
fucking
big
forehead.
blocky helmet, and it's got a little golden square in the middle.
He's got a big
That's
fucking wrapper, the
adorable.
fucking diamond encrusted in his forehead.
There's a specific helmet that I like that comes to mind when I think of it, but I don't remember what it's called.
I fucking love Finley as well. His big ass hat.
Yeah.
I
I
love
like
this
the
little
big ass
group.
hat and then the
God,
small ass hat.
Minute was not what I was expecting.
Yeah, he's kind of an asshole.
I really like this fucking like I'm like not like incel, like that's not the right word to describe it, but this is little fucking like piece of shit downer, like I fucking love him.
Very
great.
cynical.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's
reminds me of
a
Stupid
more
Idiot.
word.
Yeah. Oh, so fun. I love
He reminds me. Oh my god, he reminds me a lot of Stupid Idiot. Holy shit! Wait.
I had a feeling it would go this way. I literally, as I was reading the book, I was like, "Oh, they're going to the Lost Tent first."
Yeah.
It is very okay. That just didn't make it any bigger. It's fine. It's very strange playing the character in the exact opposite way that I was imagining I would be playing this character because of the personality change thing.
Yeah.
He's definitely more of like a fucking like downer, doesn't really want to like do shit, like it's very
well, and he was the perfect one to get this personality trait then.
Yeah, right. It definitely changed exactly how I was gonna do it. I got to do the competitive thing a tiny bit. Got fucking steamy when I didn't win the thing.
So, next week, are we all available for Sunday?
Yeah, probably. I think.
Yes, I am.
Sorry, what time Sunday? I feel really bad because everyone else said yes.
Oh, probably around the same time as today.
It could. I'm not too sure. I kind of have loose. Some of my friends going home from uni, so I might be going to.
Oh, fair enough.
I'll see what happens. I'll keep you updated.
Okay.
Sure.
Sounds good.
I'm very excited to keep doing this. It's been very fun so far. It's definitely it's weird playing D&D not in like a hostile area where you're fighting people, like just in like a hey, let's just like hang out and go look at some stuff.
Just
Hey,
you wait,
let's
bro.
find all of the missing people. Like
Yeah.
day one, there's so many missing
Yeah,
people.
right.
God damn.
Right.
And I lied about there being more missing people.
Yeah, with that. Yeah.
You're a filthy, dirty cop. You know that. You make me sick. Ugh.
I'm not really a
Yes.
cop. I'm a detective. I do.
Okay, cop.
I do the detective stuff. I do the investigating.
Also, I want
I
to
don't.
get. I want to get.
Citizen.
Oh, sorry.
I give them candy.
I want to get people's thoughts. Like, do we want to like have our characters' whole deals kind of like explained just throughout the game as we play, or do we want
Yeah.
like out of character?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
Oh yeah, let it happen naturally.
Yeah.
Definitely like.
Hell yeah. Okay. Cool.
Right. Oh, I need to piss. Oh yeah, I'll dress up as a wizard so I can show you guys the wizard fit.
Oh yeah.
Huge.
Huge wizard time.
Okay. Well, I am going to begin getting ready for bed because I have to get out of bed in 7 hours.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you for playing. Have a good sleep.
Yeah.
I will do my best. It's been fun, gamers. Take care.
Bye.
Who send me the thing?
Yes,
Good
I will.
night.
Type it out, and I can't do that while talking.
Okay.
Okay. See
Adios.
you. See you. Bye. Bye. See you. See you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you. See you. Bye.